second. Jen checking in. How you living? How you feeling this Saturday night? Let's go. Sharing is caring. Let's get it shared out, you guys. Let's go. Share, share, share. Tag your friends, your family, your church members, whoever need to hear this. Let's get it popping tonight. Yes. Let's go. How y'all feeling tonight? How you feeling for real? How you feeling for real? How you living for real? Yes. Let's get it shared, you guys. This opportunity, look. Having fun, we get more work done, right? Come on, it's an energy. It's an energy. You feel me? Let's go. Share, share. I'm gonna give y'all another minute to get your peoples on. Here right now. Let's go. Let's go. Right now is where we gonna help some people shine, okay? All right. Give me one more minute. 9:02. We gonna go ahead and clock in, right? All right. What up? What up? What up? Just checking in. How you living? How you feel on this great Saturday night? You could have been anywhere, but you right here with us, Team Unity. You and not together. Yes. All right. So first of all, I want to say thank you to none other than the visionary. Matter of fact, I'm where I got to where I first met the visionary of the team. I didn't know who he was, but I know now, right? I know that he is the millionaire mentor. I know that he is. When I first met him, to me, I called him the shepherd because he don't leave nobody behind, right? Okay, he gets his sheep together. If they one go astray, he go back. He go back. Oh, come on, no, wait a minute, somebody missing. Okay, he the visionary for this team. You and I together, yes. And I'm so happy and grateful to be part of this team. He's our global going ambassador, elite in every rank, whatever this company can throw out, it's already his. It's already done, right? So thank you to none other than our mentor, Mr. Jason L. Scott the first. Okay, and I want to say thank you to our national going executive. Okay, and look, I'm saying executive ambassador now. Okay, look, let's speak it into existence. Let's go. Okay, but the glue to the team, one behind the scene. Okay, that'd be none other than National Director Miss Nikki Alexander. Thank you to all the rest of the leadership, the great leadership, Mr. Walter A. Smith, Miss Anne Marie. Okay, all the way in Trinidad Tobago. Okay, so you guys, I'm Jen. I'm a rising star here in this amazing company. You guys, over 3 years, I had to come back. I'm back in where this thing first started for me, Jacksonville, Florida. So I'm in a whole nother energy right now. Okay, I realized some whys. Okay, why did I get started? You know what I'm saying? Because when I moved to Jacksonville, Florida, you guys, in 2018, I was a good 273 pounds heavy. I was good financially, but physically and mentally and spiritually, I was messed up. I could barely breathe. I was wheezing. I was waddling. I was a mess. And at the cubicle, like, Lord Jesus, help me. This can't be it. Send me something because I feel like I'm about to be on my way out of here. Like, literally, gone. And in that praying, God sent me a crazy answer that it was wild to me because I'm going back home to Kinston, North Carolina tomorrow. I call it home of the ham hot pork chop where you got the Bojangle sweet tea and all that stuff like that. They put a pound of two of sugar in 1 gallon of tea. You know what I'm saying? So you literally drinking syrup. Okay, and so that's the tea I've been drinking. So for somebody to be like, "Oh, this tea supposed to help you out," I was like, help me do what? Okay. This tea right here. This original ISO detox tea. Y'all, I didn't know this company called Total Life Changes. I didn't know that I would have a total life change and that almost 4 years later, I still be drinking this tea. y'all, this makes a gallon. When I started, I was working a 40-hour week job. And it came to me as I came down here, do what you did when you started, which was bottling up my tea and taking it to work. I made a fresh gallon when I came into the house Friday about 7 o'clock. Look, from these products really take you all over from state to state, coast to coast, around the world. Okay, I said, let's make us a fresh gallon. We're not going without our brew tea. So I said, we got a cooler. We're gonna put that cooler on the back floor, and we're gonna bottle up the tea the same way I did when I first started, and I was working them 40 hours a week, and I had my 16 ounces in that bottle. This tea right here, and I lost 5 pounds the first week. I said, well, hold on, let me do it again. And I lost 5 pounds again. I said, well, hold on, I said, hold up. Wait, let me see what else they got. Okay. And so, the next thing, okay, that's how I feel. Okay. So the NutriBurst, we didn't have these back then. Okay. It was just a 30-day bottle. So this right here, you get the bad out, get parasites and all that good stuff. And then we put the good in with that NutriBurst. Man, that thing had me feeling right. I was like, well, hold on now. What else they got? Okay. And it was like that energy, that natural raw energy. Come on, baby. I was so, let me tell you something. That energy saved lives, the customers and mine. So this actually, it turned into a get fit kit. And I lost 40 pounds in my first 90 days. 91 pounds in my first 12 months because the energy, right? The energy, right? So that's just a little bit about my testimony, you guys. It's so good to be back here where it all started. I'm so happy and so grateful to have been here and been able to share these products. You can literally, like I said, take you from state to state. This is taking you from coast to coast. People all over, your friends, your family, your coworker need these products. So I want to introduce to y'all none other than we call him the Curry. Okay, he the Curry. Okay, Curry. What's going on, Mr. Mims?
Great evening, Miss Jen Lowe, Miss Christina. And again, I gotta give it back to you, Miss Jen Lowe, for excuse me, for always having that energy and being that inspiration. And it's always an honor and privilege to be on this call before you tonight. So as the family calls me King Corey, I'm originally from Philadelphia, currently in Newport News. So I'm representing Philadelphia in the DMV here tonight. And no, pretty much my testimony is like I found this opportunity, found this family for 2 years, and I was really dealing with like the depression. Really was like in a bad spot, and these products came along. So the first couple products that I tried was most definitely the NutriBurst and the NRG, and I had took this NRG and chased it down with the NutriBurst, and I just wanted to bring up this NRG because I dealt with depression, lost my mother and cousins, and dealt with homelessness, and was nervous breakdowns, hospitalized twice. So, and the thing about depression is it can be real crippling. It could be you just have no motivation, no desire to just do anything, right? I had no desire to do anything and got to the point where, didn't want to be here anymore. And not to make any medical claims, but when I say this NRG saved my life, it saved, like all the products, opportunity saved my life. It saved my life because of that mental clarity, because of being an introverted person, a lot of thoughts helps clear that mental, give me that mental clarity, that energy to just put one foot in front of the other, and that 5-HTP to put me in a good space mentally. And I just had to transition, had to relocate, and that was a hard time, but that's helped me as well. So as Ms. Jen Lowe said, we go state to state, like literally going state to state with this NRG. Found this NRG, the T. I was working in the hospital, and what happened, we went through, had this chaga is the game changer, that good immune system support. So what I like to do, get like boil some hot water, take this out the capsule, and drink it hot. So a lot of these and that's just some of the products I got all these products in front of me that I take on a regular basis, and I'll be here all night and take up the whole call explaining how good these products have been and everything that I take. But just know these again, this opportunity to gain family, to just be here, and that's what you are seeing right now, a conversation between family, and that's pretty much all I got to say about that. And I'm just going to get a call back to you, Jen.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Mr. Mills. Like you said, yes, and I've heard that testimony so much since I started these products. Man, that we don't make no claims, but I feel like it really saved my life. You know what I'm saying? So I want to bring on to y'all Miss Christina Stelling. Tell us where you from, first of all, because this is a prime example of how these products can reach from coast to coast around the world.
I'm calling from Jamaica, Kingston, Jamaica. I am from the Caribbean. Yeah, man.
Jamaica, Jamaica. Okay.
So I've started with TLC a year ago. And I was a depressed person. I overthink like Corey does. And I had my belly in my lap. And I used to hate when people say, "Are you pregnant, Christina? Pregnant again?" And I'm like, "Okay, no, I'm not." So I was there scrolling on Instagram and saw the NutriBurst, but this wasn't my first product. No, no. The tea was my first product. This tea had made me lost 12 inches in 3 weeks. 3 weeks. And after that, I started with my NRG to burn some calories. And listen, I have a 3-year-old son. When he ready to play, I have to be on my toes so I get my natural raw energy. And yeah, I have to put in my good. So all three of these combined, I've lost 17 inches off my waist, and I'm so proud of myself. Listen, I have been on some roller coaster in this journey, but I stuck it through and I have lost 17 inches. And I'm so, look at me, I can't stop smiling. I love these products. I don't make medical claims. TLC doesn't make medical claims. We don't want nobody come for it. So, yeah. Back to you,
Yeah,
Jen.
yeah. Look, that's how you see me. I'm smiling. Look, that it's an energy, man. It's a vibration. It's a vibe. Like these products is so much more than tea. It's like, man, that like these products is awesome. We all the way over in Jamaica helping people get the belly out the lap, as you say. You know what I'm saying? Feel good, smile. You helping somebody smile, and that's why I love one of the unspoken ways we get paid is you'll feel it. Like, how do you think I feel being over 100 pounds down? Okay. All right. How Mr. Mills feel that it can help him change states, right? You know what I'm saying? And feel good. You know what I'm saying? When life happens, you still got something to stand on. Come on, you can share, and you share this with your kids, Christina. Come on, man. Like, this is fire right now, you guys. So we do get paid 6 ways. Well, the unspoken way you'll feel it. You know what I'm saying? When you helping somebody and you get paid, you feel good. Okay. And we should pay that the first way we get paid, okay? The spoken way, you know what I'm saying? Because the sharing is caring, okay? But we get paid 5 ways on paper, okay? Retail, you guys. So like I said, I was asked to come all the way down here to Jacksonville, Florida. Like I said, this is where I started. And of course, the people I started with, they are here, but it's an energy. That's how I tell people it's not the products, it's you. I'm a product of the product. Somebody was watching me for the last over 3 years and they said she need to come on down with the products, right? So retail on hand, right? Retail on hand equal cash on demand. Okay? Look, buy wholesale, sell retail. Buy wholesale, get your 5 pack of brew tea online, break it down because they don't want to go to the website. It's a convenience fee, okay? It's just like I seen the flip flops in Walmart. I know them flip flops probably like 25, 50 cents. If you go down south to Miami, you can find them for the low, maybe 10 cents. But you going in the Walmart, you're gonna find them from like 3, 4, 5, $10. The same flimsy flip flops, right? So buy wholesale, wholesale, retail, help somebody one pack at a time. That's how I started. I had 1 gallon, then I had 2 gallons, and I said, sign me up. Okay. So next is online. Our website obviously reaching all the way to Jamaica. We in 173 countries, and guess what? You don't have to ship nothing. They go to your website. Okay. I want to talk like Christina. Tell me if I got it right. I don't know. No, I probably can't do it. So look, I gotta get to Jamaica. These products gonna help. Look, wherever you want to go, these products can help get you there. Okay. So on hand. So on the website, somebody get the 5 pack of brew tea, you get $20. Okay. Somebody get the box of the Rippin' Sips. Okay, the Rippin' Sips, $20. They get the share and tears, $20. They get the 30-day packs and the 30-day bottle, $20. I probably use about 10 plus products every day. Okay, because I use the coffee. I put the brew tea in with my coffee this morning. Like I said, I bottled that thing up and brought it with me because it's that serious for me. Because I knew I was gonna come down here and go to that king crab place. And they was gonna put all that butter in that plate. So I came prepared, knowing full well I was going over there to get my corn eggs. Okay, amen. Praise God. Okay. All right. So the next way we get paid, okay, is by sharing. Let me tell y'all something. Right here in this great state of Florida, not too far down. Okay. Okay. You talking about you working for somebody? You in the top 10% of the people that commission, and they give you a 32-cent raise. You helping them make thousands of dollars. You have been able to lead and teach and train. Your first class was 73 people. 73. You helping them do a lot for the company, and they give you 32 cents. What? But with this right here, a lot of things have been happening the last 2 years. We got friends and family that don't have jobs, and some people, they still ain't gonna have no job because to get a job they gotta do certain things they may not want to do. So guess what? With this right here, you get these products. All you gotta do is share. Just like in 2020, everybody shared the Bojangles chicken, the Hardee's, or whoever chicken. They didn't make a dime unless you was an influencer. You didn't. Other than that, you was just helping somebody make money. Somebody else make money, helping your friends spend money, helping them gain weight. Right? But with this right here, you can be an influencer of health and wellness, and you can get paid to do it. When somebody join you in business, you get $20 a product. I ain't never been to. Have either one of y'all ever been to Walgreens or CVS or anything like that, and they gave you some money because you sent somebody in there to get some? Oh, okay. When y'all send people to y'all website, do y'all get some? Do y'all get paid? Oh, okay. Y'all get paid $20 a product? Oh, all right. I just want to make sure I was in the right place. Okay. All right. This is the place where you can get paid to help yourself be healthy and help somebody else. Y'all, I went home. Let me tell you about changing zip codes. I got 3 mailboxes, 4. Okay. Because I can still get mail here. Okay. Let me tell you, from Jacksonville, Florida, it helped me when I left my job. It helped me go back to Atlanta. I left my job, went back to Atlanta. It hadn't been a whole year yet. I left before my birthday. Well, no, I left my job before my birthday in preparation, right? And I said I was going to do this full time. And then 2020, I did go ahead and go back to Atlanta, Georgia. Things happened. Thank God that I had these products, because the job that I had took, I couldn't do it no more because it was in healthcare and all the offices closed. This is all I had, man. That's all I had. I had to go talk to some people, service some people, right? Yeah. And then it helped me it helped me bring in the New Year in Miami. How great is that, right? Then I went on back to the A. And then I had my mom, well, not my mom, but my grandma, my dad had strokes last year. I said, I'm in health and wellness. Let me get down. Okay. Let me get down to the A. To North Carolina, back to Kinston, North Carolina. Just like that, a visit turned into a stay. I've been there since August. But then they on track. So when somebody call and say, can you come? Guess what? Yeah, I can. Like Mr. Scott say, one thing she gonna do is make her gas money made. Okay? All right? That's what, look, you need some gas. I have been in in Atlanta where the needle was like, hey, look, hey, check it out. You keep playing with me with the fumes you're running on. I'm gonna show you how to break down on the side of the road, okay? All right, so I had to get onto the gas station and look, I'm just trying to get some gas money. Look, I ain't asking you for no money. Well, I'm giving you something of value. I got this tea. Look, I've lost a lot of weight with it. It helps you feel good, feel better. I look, $20. It's just enough to get me some gas. You know what I'm saying? Like that was it. You know, a lot of people they go out there, they begging or what they ain't got nothing. They just out. You know what I'm saying? But you got something to offer. Hey, look, you need some gas. Hey, you need some shoes. Let me tell you, this $20. When that $20 when they go to the website or however, let me tell you something. A whole outfit for $60. Okay, somebody get fit kit 5-pack routine NutriBurst NRG. Okay, I love me a good Walmart shopper. Okay, I'm a Walmart shopper. All right, I'm a Ross shopper. Okay, because they be having the name brands in there for the low. Okay, all right. Okay, sell these products. You need some diapers. I never forget the man was crying on the TV because he couldn't get his baby no diapers. Had he had another stream of income, and I hope I would think we've been through enough shutdowns and letdowns to know that jobs aren't guaranteed and that we need a link in the bio. That's the way nowadays. We need a link in the bio. We need a link we can text, send, share. Somebody can click, right? How many times, let me tell you, we get paid every day, daily pay through the company when somebody click the link in your website in your bio or however. Okay, and then we have weekly pay on Thursdays. How many times y'all have looked at that when you get that email and you be like, yes, Lord. When that thing come in on that Thursday, somebody clicked your link today and you got paid tomorrow. Oh, okay, something about a Hyundai. Okay, all right, okay, you can put some gas in that thing now. All right, so okay, these products, you guys. Whoever got you on this call, let me tell you something. They got you on this call because real life. Either they saw that you was talking about, look, I went to the Publix down the street. The ladies is on that scale that's in there trying to check their way. I almost wanted to say, look, I got something for that. I did earlier today. One of the ladies, she said she had some sushi and her stomach was turned upside down. You know, I keep my samples on me. I said, look, I said, how you doing? I said, you say your stomach hurt? You said you had some sushi? I said, you don't need to let that sit. I said, you need to get rid of that. I said, hold on for a second. I said, go ahead and check out. But I said, wait for me. I said, I got something for y'all in the car. And so she waited for me. And I talked to her about the tea. I said, look, I understand. I'm pescatarian. I've been pescatarian now for over 3 years. When I had tried after a year, I went pescatarian Christmas 2018. And I tried some turkey on 2019 Christmas. Baby, that thing turned my stomach upside down, inside out, and I had to guzzle down some of that brew tea because otherwise, I don't know if I was coming or going. Okay, so I could talk to the experience of my stomach being tore up from the flow up because I ate something crazy, right? So just like that, gave us sample, got her information. It's just that simple. If you know, here's the thing. If somebody knew they could help you and they had their information and they didn't tell you, how would you feel? So with this, you know you got a friend or family. We don't cure, mitigate nothing. But if you know you got a product that can help them lose some weight, feel good, feel great, feel better, come out of a mood or whatever that may be, like Mr. Mills, like myself, like Miss Christina, then why wouldn't you share it? And the great thing is when you share it, you can actually make a living, an income. You know this company is inheritable. Your business, you can hand it down and leave a legacy. You can't do that with your job. I promise you, when I put my notice in, they already had it on the website. Have y'all ever went through shutdowns or anything like that, Mr. Mims or Christina? Have y'all ever went through a let go or a shutdown? You walk into your job and you ain't got no job no more. How I feel like, and looking for a job is a job, right? Looking for a job really is a whole job. But looking for people that want these products in $1 trillion business, it ain't hard. It ain't hard when you walk in the Publix and you see them on the scale. They ain't hard. That's a customer right there. She need these products. She on the scale for a reason. She's like, ooh, I think my butt a little big. Oh, you know what I'm saying? She's having one of the moments, one of them Nelly moments. She's like, oh my. She's like, baby, my butt. How it look? Y'all know them conversations come here, and the husband got a line now. Oh no, you good. No, you yeah, no, you yeah. Just turn around, baby, because if you say the wrong thing, you're gonna be sleeping on the couch. Okay, all right. So look, like I said, if I was to get paid, there is a 50% retail, 50% fast start, 50% binary. That means you help somebody else, you help somebody. Let me tell you, Project 100K, we're looking to help 100,000 people by the end of this year to better health and wealthness, because health is wealth, you guys. Health is wealth. You can have all, look at how many people, they got all this money, but they not healthy mentally, physically, spiritually, and they gone. So you can actually, you never know who you could be helping. The person right beside you that look like they got it all put together. You could really be helping them with these products. So Project 100K is in a full effect. So get back with the person who got you on this call tonight. Get back with them. Say, hey, you know what? That's me you talking to. That's me they was talking about. That's me. I was on that job. I'm on that job right now. And I'm like, I know this cubicle can't be everything for me. I know this factory line job. I'm hurting myself and twisting my wrist and all this stuff standing on my feet 14, 16, 17 hours. I barely get to see my kids. I done missed all the games. I can't get to see them off the school. By the time I come home, they sleep. I don't get to see them. My relationship is being crazy because of that and all types of stuff. You don't know how many things. It's a Total Life Change is the name of the company for a reason. You can really change and shift your whole life and everything around you and everybody else is right along with it. So get back with the person. Get some products and or start your business today. All right, you guys. Love you. Take care. Thanks for joining on. Make Saturday night great. Go ahead and start your business. Welcome to the team. Welcome to the family. Bye bye.
Bye bye.